50, go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Third and long, it's Love. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Luck on first down. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Kill.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And give him a gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's Riddick. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 11 feet. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, I-7. 55.
Wow. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Yellow. Mike 51. Hey, Foxtrot. You can't block me. You can't block me.
3rd and long for Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Back to the ground, Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the red zone now, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and goal for Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Johnny Holton, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
It's second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
Mike 5-5. Mike to the quick. Exit. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Tight down. There you go. Bravo. 55.
A shotgun snap for Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Cousins again. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good route here. Let's go, hey, Alpha. 34, Mike 34. 300. Cut. General West. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Black. Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The end result, 21 yards. Play action now. Cousins looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete in the end zone. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, no, easy. Check nine.
Cousins again. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Jahan, 180. 51 to Mike. Yeah, we don't want none. Check 90. Listen to me.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 12 yards there, first down, Vikings. Cousins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Cousins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Protein spill. He's coming. We got double up.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Cousins now. And Diggs has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Receiver.
From the gun, here's Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
It's a gain of 3.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I got you, boy. Switch. Mexico.
Now it's Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
12. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, D.
Here we go on 4th. Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They go play action. Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Let's go. What's the 11B.
After the interception, it's Locke. Under pressure, they got him again. Everson Griffin, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw is Locke. They're hauling it in, Nelson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
Here's Riddick. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Hey, Charlie.
After the sack on first down, Luck. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 13.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Riddick. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland?